new trail. Better go on the low range here. Pretty good climb here. Put the camera down here in a second. A little tight spot. Alright, okay. I think I'll wait for Pete to get moving. This here is steeple trail. Hold the camera. That's the trees. It's quite the climb. That's about level right there, maybe. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to put the camera down for this one. Ta-ta. A little bit tight quarters there. And take a pretty tight turn. Might need to hide the camera now. He got out, he looked, he smiled at me, so I wonder what that means. Ta-ta. He's back in. Okay, I'm gonna get out. I guess it's my turn. This pretty narrow trail is the same one we had a rough turn on. And I think it comes out to where Mr. Parker threw his hands in the air and said, "I'm stuck," and got out without any towing or winching. It's a pretty good trail. Just squeeze through and crawl along, wait for a tire to puncture or something. It never seems to happen. Although you'll notice, if I can get up here, maybe zoom in on Peter's. Get up here and I can stop. Look at that spare there. Well, that's because that's not his spare. His spare is on his passenger rear. because he picked up a screw. So anyway, let's go. A lot of logs in this section. A lot of off-canter. A lot of roots, a lot of rocks, a lot of mud. Oh! In the way there. That's probably the smoothest part of the whole trail right here. Well, it's a little on the sloppy side. Oh, snow in the middle of the woods. Look at that. Yep, since our friends copped out, I'm a little lonely, so excuse me if I talk a little too much. Although I figured with the way this thing's bouncing around, a little description wouldn't hurt. Little trough here. With a little bit of slush and snow in it. Nice. And then we'll climb out. Friendly right here. We'll just kind of idle down. Okay, well, got about a third of the battery left, so I'll save it for something exciting. Okay, well, right now it's like we're driving through some Crisco. And lots of ruts, lots of rocks, lots of logs, you name it. And it's getting nice and sloppy. It's basically just been idling down this hill. Taking our time. It's always nice when your vehicle leans into the hill instead of away from it. I think we're coming up on the super sloppy trough here. So if my battery holds out, because I didn't bring a car cord, battery holds out, I'll get a shot of peak going through it. Let's see if I can get on top of that log. Yeah. It is sloppy. But that's what we like. Hung something up there. It's a Jeep thing. I bent my rack a little bit behind us. So hopefully that was Nerf bar and not body damage. Up on the log. Here's kind of a cagey corner. That's reasonably steep. Try to hang high so I don't scrub this rut. A little bumpy there. Oh, this looks fun. Off camera right over the hill. Yeah. Creep around the corner. Creep around the corner. That's what makes it exciting. Okay. Looks like we've got some quads up here. I see some pretty wide knobby tracks. Tight squeeze there, I think. Yeah. That's what it was. Tight squeeze. Sorry, if you got a picture of the dash there, my line was on other things. S-curves and whatnot here. Drop down in this hole. Slow going. Sloppy right here. More interesting downhill activities. That's why it's important for your Jeep to idle good, right, Jason? Notice the drop off at the bottom of the corner here. So it's always important to keep your eye on the trail. And we're going to scrape the tire. Some glass, somebody popped a window or something. Oh, I hate to see if this section was sloppy. Just sliding down. There's Pete way down there. Still heading down the hill. Come up this a couple times. And down seems a bit more exciting. But everything seems to be performing. Bit of a loose spot here. Try to hook a tire like that feeling. If I remember right, somewhere along here there's a memorial with a helmet on it, like a four-wheeler or dirt biker. Someone didn't quite make it. But we might have missed it. I think it's easier to see coming up the other way.